Good morning. It is 10 minutes past, or 10 minutes to 8 o'clock, and the morning has already been very productive. I've already done my morning workout, so routine goal check 1. I am preparing my lunch right now, and then I have to head over to the post office and then to an acupuncture appointment. And this is all before getting to the shop at 10 a.m. So it's quite busy already. On the go right now, just finishing up my lunch for the day. I'm gonna have breakfast and then head on over to the post office. Hopefully I can get this all done in the next 40 minutes. So pressed for time, but that's life now. All right. Welcome to the Cruiser Racer channel. I'm Rebel Lion of the Electron Rebels Bike Club, and this is Bike Talk. Bike Talk is a personal vlog with an electric bike enthusiast. Here we share with you news about the e-bike industry and new technologies. We also feature electric cruiser and cafe racer brands. And we specifically highlight custom and DIY electric bikes. If this channel appeals to you, and you like what we like too, please click like and subscribe. Now let's get to the show. Greetings enthusiasts and welcome to the channel. I'm Rebel Lion of the Electron Rebels, the Grand Admiral, and this is Bike Talk, the personal vlog of an electric bike enthusiast. At the shop, my goal this week was to build 3 bikes. Last week, the previous week, I had plenty of practice with brakes, especially cantilevers. This week, I needed to move on and get on to another challenge. All right, got a new one going. I chose this bike because it's not one that I'm usually interested in working in. This is a road bike. And about the road bikes, sometimes they have wrapped handlebars. Luckily, this one doesn't, and I won't have to go through that. But the tires, the skinny 700C tires, I can't stand working with these things. They are tough. But it's gonna work out. At least the brakes are caliper rim brakes. I haven't worked with these yet in the shop, so this should be good. And yeah, other than that, this should be pretty decent. So far, I see I need to change these cables and housing. They're looking pretty bad, especially here. This is bad. So cable housing will be going first. And oh no, look at that. It's routed through the freaking, this is gonna be a tough one. Hopefully there's a tunnel. We will see. Let's get to this one. I expected to have this bike built within 2 hours, but there's always the unexpected. This bike doesn't shift well. Not sure what the diagnosis is, but this may take a bit longer than I expected. And here we are, about 7 hours later, the bike is officially done. Let's see what I had to do. All right, here's that Trek 1420 I worked on today. And this is what we did. I changed out the handlebars, the handle grips. Yeah, the bar ends before were no longer necessary, so we got some new grips on them. And we've also got new shifter. The grip shifters, newer ones. The other ones were all bad, tore up. I did not have to change the brake lines. They were fine. The brakes are awesome on this bike. Yeah, these are great brakes right here. Look at that. caliper rim brakes, Shimano 10s. I like how this right here adjusts to go in closer and out. This is dope. I need some of these on my cruiser. So we got that one. I didn't change those are fine. New cables going for the gears, the derailleurs. I have a new chain on there as well. The chain on that was bad, and I had to change out the shifter, or the rear derailleur. So the problem that I was having earlier was I was trying to fit a Shimano shifter to a, this is not it, this is the SRAM. So I was trying to fit Shimano shifters to a SRAM, or to a, let me say that again. I was trying to fit SRAM shifters, yes, SRAM shifters to a Shimano derailleur. So I had to change the derailleur out to the SRAM. Brands need to stick with brands only because of the way they're calibrated. And I spent about 2 hours trying to figure out why they weren't working together. Another lesson learned. So that was my day. Bike's complete. I feel proud. That's another one under the belt. We interrupt this program for a word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Cruiser Racer. Cruiser Racer is more than just a channel on YouTube. It is an entire platform based on electric bike building and enthusiasm. The first way you can help support this channel is by liking this video and subscribing. And if you'd like to go a little further, check out our store on Teesprings. In the store, you'll find eye-popping and authentic designs from the Cruiser Racer line and the Electron Rebels. This is a great way to support this entire platform and help us grow. So head on over to the store and check out our designs today. Now back to the show. With the 1420 out of the way, I went hunting for a new build. Emily did mention that we needed more mountain bikes on the floor. So with that in mind, I went hunting for a mountain bike frame and found one. Okay. All right, here we are. I'm not quite sure what number of bikes this is for the week. I lost count. I think this is the third one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this specialized up. I've already given it a good cleaning and polishing, so the bike looks great. Clean the chain so far, and the frame. And so far I've clipped off all of the cable and housing. All this definitely needs to be changed. The cables or the gears were not shifting properly. It's a good sign that things need to kind of change. And the brakes were, the housing was getting worn out. So that definitely are the things that are going on so far. Tires are in good condition, just need a little air. Not a problem. And yeah, that's it so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this together, try to get it out on the floor for sale. The Specialized Mica or Mica. I use them both interchangeably. The Mica is in great condition. It appears to only need a gear overhaul, which is an easy task. As I began taking the old cable and housing off, I measured each section of old housing to the new. The idea was to match inch by inch in order to get the exact amount to avoid waste. I'd love to say that idea worked, but the housing on the bike was previously replaced. The housing on both the left and the right side should be one piece, which isn't the case here. They're cut in two pieces on both sides, and now I have to make another cut. This is the beginning of a 2-day troubleshooting session. The Mica isn't shifting properly, and I can't tell if the problem is directly relying with the shifter or the derailleur. Good morning, guys. It is 6:30 in the morning, and I'm getting ready for the day. And I'm sitting here tripping because I woke up this morning thinking about that Schwinn Mika I started on yesterday. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to finish that today. It needs to go out on the floor. I need to be done with it and moving on to another bike. I think the issue I'm having right now is with the derailleur or brake. I think it's the derailleur I'm having an issue with. The front derailleur is not shifting properly. Yes, that's what's going on. It's not shifting properly, and I have no idea what's up. I'm gonna have to ask Michael, the full service mechanic. He's more senior in the shop. I call him Sensei. He knows a lot. So I'm gonna have to ask Sensei Michael what needs to be done or what I need to do about this derailleur. Anyhow, I need to get ready, continue to get ready for work. I've got a 9 o'clock chiropractic appointment, and that's going to happen right before work. I got to go ahead and get I think it's going to be a 5-mile day. So I get ready for that. It's going to be about an hour out of the morning. Make my lunch, have some breakfast. You know the routine. So let's get this day started. This was all the fuss with the shifter. This pin right here. The pin was missing, giving the appearance that the gears were not shifting. After finding an exact match to take apart and examine the components, I was able to discover the missing pin. It took 2 sets of gear shift housing and dissecting a grip shift in order to find a solution to the Mika equation. So yeah, I'm just getting back home, and I am very grateful that I got home in one piece, no accidents. Although there was a jerk who did decide to make a U-turn as I was coming, right in front of me, just made a U-turn. And because of it, I lost braking power. So I was riding through the park on my way back after, that incident happened, and hit the brake and lost power to it. Like the brake, there was no stopping power. And let me show you what happened. Now, keep in mind, it's been roughly 9 months to a year since I changed the brakes on the Cruiser. That's mainly because, since the build of the second bike, Smoke Racer, I've not been riding Ghost Cruiser as much because, Smoke Racer is lighter, faster, more of a commuter, and Ghost Cruiser is my cruiser. So I haven't been riding it much, and, it's not that the maintenance has gone down on it. I've done maintenance, I've checked on things, but, the time came. I've been riding it pretty heavy for the last couple days, and the time finally came that the brakes need to be replaced. I want you to check this out because they look bad. So yeah, it's the rear brakes that went shot on me. So this pad is fine. It's still got a bit of rubber on it. It's good to go. But the other one, take a look at that. Like, that is just chewed. Look at this thing, right? I lost braking power. So gratefully, I was almost home, and I did have 2 hills to go down, but I didn't really ride it, just kind of took it easy on that. But look at that, time to replace some brakes. I'd love to replace the brakes time to switch to new pads. I'd love to change the brakes altogether, but finding the right caliper brakes for my rear, and even for my front, yeah, that's another thing. I would like to get some Textros. Probably I could definitely do one Textro in the back here, because I don't necessarily need access to anything for this nut, but on the front one, because of my light, that poses a question. I still need a place to mount the light, and a different type of brake may not have access for me to put this, and then it leaves me another something else to figure out to where to put the light. So, you know, still thinking about that, but yeah, I'm gonna get on that. All right, so this is the weekly wind down. It has been a interesting, productive week. This week I was able to get 5 bikes built. Well, 4 bikes built. I currently have a bike on my rack right now, or on my stand, that I need to get done, which I will finish when I get back on Tuesday. Should be a pretty easy one. It should be a quick build because the bike is in very good condition. It's a kid's bike. We need more kids' bikes. Sold a ton of bikes today. Like, I feel like the work we put out all last week is pretty much already gone. But that's what we make them. We build them to sell them. So I'm happy that they found new homes. But yeah, had a good week at work. Definitely had its low points. So, looking, I don't know what you all do as far as with bike riding. If you ride as much as I do, or if you ride, if it's your everyday transportation. I mean, if you have a car or if you drive, you know, something really is lying really heavy on my heart, because I've witnessed, or not witnessed, but this week I've had 2 people that I know. One is a coworker and the other one is another volunteer that, you know, is frequently in the shop. They had near-death experiences from drivers not caring, not paying attention, and simply just not caring about sharing the roads with cyclists. And it's very annoying to me. One, with the city, and 2, with the drivers. You know, people are just not considerate to cyclists. They treat cyclists as if we are a nuisance on the road. And, you know, those roads, those public roads, those streets, you know, I pay for as well, just like you do. We all pay for them just like you do with our tax dollars. Those roads are to be shared with cyclists, skateboarders, pedestrians. They're not just made for drivers. And it's really disheartening just that people can show so much carelessness to other people, you know, just because we're on 2 wheels and you're in 4. My coworker, who was run off the road by a Jeep, was just on her way into work. You know, she's young. She graduated high school and is on her way to college. And she has a bright future, a future ahead of her. And it would have really, really been very disappointing and hurtful if, you know, something had really happened to her. Gratefully, she's alive, but right now she's suffering with the level 3 concussion from being run off the road. So it's, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's just, it really bothers me that people are just so careless. My volunteer friend, who also is frequent at the shop, he was run off the road as well, you know, and in order to avoid being hit, he had to lay his bike down very quickly and just kind of get away from it, you know. But as he laid his bike down, he let it down on a nail, which he didn't know was there, and took out his tire. It's screwed. It's messed up, guys. It's really messed up, and makes you feel helpless. But fortunately, there are groups out here that are trying to make cycling spaces safer for us out here. And we were recently given the opportunity to do a bike ride with some politicians. So on the 30th of September, we'll be doing, myself and other shop members will be doing a ride with politicians around the area, neighborhoods. And we can have a chance to throw everything at them that we have and let them know how unsafe the streets are for cyclists right now. So gratefully, we have that opportunity and we can make some change. So, I mean, I just kind of want to wrap up the week saying it was a good week, but at the same time, there were some instances where things got real dark. And guys, just stay safe out there, please. Stay safe. You got to watch out, not only for you, watch out for the other people, because they don't care. They're showing a lot of carelessness and not respecting or sharing the roads. So just please be safe out there while you're out there, please. Other than that, guys, I'm looking forward to having a good weekend, and I'm going to reconvene on next week for the next episode. So thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I really hope that you learned something from this episode and from all the work that I did this week and all the things that I learned as well. I'll be looking for another episode of the Builder's Corner on Friday. I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Thank you for being a part of the channel. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. New content's posted twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And if you like this video, you like what you saw, you thinking I'm doing a good job, please show me by fingering that like button. It needs to be stimulated by you. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next one once again. Stay safe out there, y'all. Ride easy.